So as you can see, we have lots of juicy goodness in there. You see it's got a little brown. You see how those peppers are starting to really capture the essence, or rather the textures of the garlic. It's just pulling it all together very nicely. Really pretty bright colors in here. Absolutely beautiful. See, look at those grill marks. Look at that. Delicious, right? Can you hear it? Perfect. Perfection. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Okay. Alright, so we've got that in there. Now let's go ahead and put the rest of our meat in. Grab a little bit there. This is a nice, quick, great meal. See how juicy the sausages are? The turkey kielbasa. At this point, we might put in a little bit more onion. We definitely have plenty of that. Absolutely delicious. Okay, we can zoom back out. Alright. So we've got that under control here. Teasing your taste buds, isn't it? This is going to be the perfect meal. Again, we're going to put this over top of some rice. You see all the pretty vibrant colors? Alright, so now, at this point, since we've got it at a decent heat and we're getting some nice grill marks, we want to go ahead and put in our seasonings for our meat. And as I mentioned, we've got some delicious red pepper flakes. My husband again spilling the food out of there. Put some red pepper flakes in. Not too many. Just enough to give it a nice tasty kick. Again with our basil. Our cayenne pepper, which is one of my favorite seasonings. You know, hot peppers are really good for revving up your metabolism, burning more fat, which is great. We'll add that in. And see now, look at that. How delicious that looks. See, this is very easy, folks. We're spending under 15 minutes preparing this. I would say total time, it shouldn't take you more than 25 minutes to do all of this, literally. Take your rice, put that on, leave it alone. It'll be done before you even think about putting your meat on. Just got to keep an eye on it. See how everything is just, look at that. Look, the perfect marriage of spices, herbs, seasonings. Look at that. Zooming in just a little bit more. See that? It's just perfect. Now we don't want to overcook it because we don't want to, again, we don't want wilty. We want them firm with a little sauté type flavor, but not necessarily that nasty limpness, because then you start to lose the essence of what the vegetable itself brings to the meat. So we're putting all that in. A little bit of onion powder. Pepper is an antioxidant. You didn't know? You ain't been watching the McCormick commercials? Alright, so basically I'm going to have to sit you down here for just a moment while I add that in. See? Just a little. Okay. Now our dish is pretty much done. I mean, we've got some nice grill marks on pieces. We have all the essence from the garlic. We've got our onions marrying in there great with the peppers. Some olive oil. Something I've learned about olive oil, which is going to save you some money because I learned the hard way. Extra virgin olive oil for cooking is really pointless because it cooks down, you lose the quality of it. If you're going to use extra virgin olive oil, or as Rachel Ray calls it, EVOO, then basically with extra virgin olive oil, you want to use that for your cold dishes like your pastas or your salads, your dressings. Because that's when you're going to get the value out of it. When you cook with it, it actually breaks it down. So it's actually not too bad to cook with just a, I mean, you still want a good quality olive oil, but it doesn't have to be your extra virgin for cooking purposes. So save your money on that, folks. And I just threw a little sausage out, but we're going to pick it up and grab it maybe. Alright, so I'm going to give you just a little sample of what the final dish looks like. Now presentation is everything. for me personally, I like to have it on a nice little dish. I love white dishes because they are so clean looking to me. Now, see, this is not a saucer, it's not a plate, it's sort of an in-between dish. Love it. We're going to take a little bit of our rice, and the cool thing about rice is it's very easy to serve up. In fact, you can actually use measuring cups to get your rice out. And, you know, you want decent quality, a decent amount of it, so I would say maybe fill up about 1/4 of a cup of your brown rice. We can do, actually this is 1/4, but we're going to do half. I don't know where my half cup is, so this is 1/2 cup of rice. I'm going to put that right there. See, a little bit goes a long way, folks. Put that on. Okay. Alright. So now, we're going to take a little bit, turn the fire off. It's actually still cooking from the heat of the pan, which is great. So we're going to take a little bit of this, and we're going to put it on top of the rice. Now see how pretty that looks? Take a few pieces of your sausage, put that on. Peppers. We need, bless you, we need some color here. So let's get red. Alright. And I'm going to have my food critic taste this in just a moment. So there's your finished product. It's absolutely delicious looking. You see how the smoke is just fluffing off the plate there? I'm going to top it off with just some green color here. I'm going to top it off with a little bit of basil. I think I actually overdid that. Anyway, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just taste it, see what it tastes like, the pepper. Oh my gosh, folks. That's incredible. So, there's our finished product. And so now all there is to do is taste it. Alright, so get my husband to taste this for me. And he's a tough critic. He cooks probably more than I do. He likes to get a spoonful of everything, forkful rather. What do you think?
Wonderful flavors. The color. Very good. Very
you like it? Is this something that you would recommend me putting in my easy, quick fit cookbook?
Sure. It was quick, easy, simple to do. Very tasty.
And you could eat it for lunch and dinner, right? And that's the wonderful thing about these type of meals, folks. They don't take very long to fix. You're looking for your prep and your cook time, 25 minutes, the most there. Now I'm going to taste. Yeah, you're right. It is really good. We have plenty here. We've got at least dinner, leftovers for lunch, plenty. And you still have your veggies left over to use as you like, whether it be in salads, pastas, finger snacks, whatever you want to do. It's wonderful. I love cooking like this. It's easy, it's quick and simple, and it doesn't cost very much. Your sausage, your kielbasa, you're looking, depending on where you are, between $3 and $5. You've got your onions, which are about between 80 and 97 cents a piece. You've got your peppers cost a little bit more. You want a good firm pepper. You know, those are going to usually be, for the ones that I purchased together, total probably between $3 and $5. Your seasonings, we collect those over time. You know, your seasonings, depending on what you get, the brand you get, easily between $2.99 and $4. But again, those things you collect over time. You don't just go out and buy a whole bunch of seasoning. Pepper's very cheap, but you can put it in a nice little container like this and have some fun with it. Your olive oil, again, depending on the quality and brand, you're going to pay a little bit more for that, usually between $5 and maybe $10, $11. Again, we've collected a lot of our seasonings and things over time. Have fun with cooking. Make it a fit, healthy experience. It doesn't have to be stressful. Only way you can mess it up is if you walk away from the stove and don't give it any love or attention. And from Kia's Bistro, signing off.